All right, we're going to give you the update here before I put the wheels on so you can kind of see everything. So what we've done, what I've done is added both the crossover steering and the track bar with the big, with the wider tires, wider rims. When I was on actually 12 wides, it didn't, move all over the road too much, but when we went to the 15 wides, it definitely tracks just about any groove. I mean, it's got a wide foot pattern, so it's just all over the place. So I wanted more control, and obviously crossover steering is the way to go with these. You can come over here and see what I've got. I just pulled the old. It'd be nice to put a block in here or something. Maybe I'll even just get a temporary high steer block just to put in here, because you can put high steering on this. It's all set up for it. So maybe I'll do that, but yeah, so right now I just have the nuts on the old area. On the original you had the pitman arm coming out sideways, it's got the drag link, and then it's got the little curl around the lift steering, whatever you want to call it, space in the name. Eliminated that. This was pretty easy. They've got a video, maybe I'll link it down below. The Davis Offroad track bar. This thing is awesome. This is beautifully powder coated. Love the Heim joints. This is a real nice setup. And what I did was I just got the track bar through Davis Offroad, and then I did the Offroad Unlimited crossover steering kit, and then I just went straight to Redhead and did the Redhead two-wheel drive gearbox. Now you can go to Davis Offroad and you can get all of this in one package. I mathed it out and it was like $300 more just getting it all through Davis Offroad. But the upside to that is I don't know if you can tell in this video, they have this nice, it's not shiny or anything, but it's this nice powder coating on their stuff. And then this came, because I just got this straight from Offroad Unlimited, this I had to paint, so it doesn't obviously match the powder coating, but I mean, whatever. So if you want to just go ahead and make it easy on yourself and not have to get all the right stuff and just get it all in one package, go to Davis Offroad. I think it was like $3,200 if you go to Davis Offroad and got the package. Anyway, so I got everything installed. They give you a new plate for here too, which is nice, because you no longer need the bolt-in area here for the anti-sway. Got everything in. Like I said, Redhead two-wheel drive. Came with everything. Fantastic kit. Just kind of cleaned everything up. Got these, as level across as I can. I used the bottom. I would say this is I use the top and the bottom, so this is the best I can do for this crossover. I'm sure they make other options where if you had a bigger lift or whatever. And then I painted everything. This was all just straight metal before, and I just took my time and I used the Pour 15 gloss black paint. Yeah, cleaned everything up. When I pulled everything off, I also cleaned up, my backing plate here as well, sandblasted it and hit that with Pour 15 as well. So there you go. Crossover steering is in. I'll let you know. We're gonna put the wheels back on, and then I'll let you know how it drives and how different it is not having the anti-sway bar in here and just having a track bar, and the steering too, because I couldn't fully hit the stops. The one thing about this reed knuckle that you get from Offroad Unlimited is it has built-in stops. I don't know if you can see it. It's built in, so it's not like the nut. Like, we can go over to the other side. It's on the front and the back. On your stock, you just have, an adjustable. You can't really see it. It's too dark. There's an adjustable nut right here that stops here. Anyway, on the reed, it's just built in to the knuckle, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you on the back end, but it's just built into the it's just solid, so there's no worrying about it. And in testing this, in dry run testing, turning, it hits both stops on both sides. It's really nice. So, and I really dig the new U-bolts they give you too. These are really nice. I had to trim them way down. They were longer because obviously if you have like big leaf packs, or sometimes you'll see it where there's like a 2-inch or a 1-inch block in the front. I would never recommend that, but sometimes there is that. So that's it. I'll just be rambling on if I don't stop here. So I'll let you know after I drive it how it goes.